Hello, fourth graders. Sorry I'm not in your classroom this afternoon. I'm hoping to connect with you digitally, though, to introduce you to your two programs to help you decide which program you want to use to create your Illinois commercial. The first program I'm going to talk to you about and demonstrate is called Adobe Spark. With this program, there is an age requirement, and the age is 13. Since none of you are 13 years old, we're going to use teacher accounts for this program. I think the reason that this program has the age restriction, there's nothing bad or dangerous about this program, but there is some social media content to kind of jazz up your posts and make them a little bit more professional or stand out. And social media, most of the age is age 13 or higher. So if you do choose to use Adobe Spark, personally, I think this is my favorite program out of the two because I really like how simple it is and everything that it can do. You will need to share the photos with that adult member that is working with you. When sharing the photos, make sure you name them something simple that you can retrieve very easily. For mine, I have the Monarch logo, so I labeled it Monarch. I have the Blue Stem logo, so can you guess what I labeled it as? Blue Stem. And then I have the Caudal logo, which I have also named the Caudal. Once you have shared your photos or your images with the adult member, then you can go ahead and go online. And you want to end up on the Congress Park Library website. So of course you can go to the district website under schools, Congress Park. I'm going to take the shortcut and just start typing my name. And I'm going to go to the home. Under library links, I'm going to go to featured games and websites. I'm going to scroll down towards the middle, and then we have our fourth grade Illinois commercials. If you get stuck using Adobe Spark as your chosen program, we do have some mini tutorials here, but I'm going to go directly to the login page. If your adult hasn't logged in prior to working with you, he or she is going to select Start Now and log in with Google. The adult, it will be prompted to type in his or her birthday before he or she can gain access. For me, since I've messed around with this program for a while, it's just going to let me in. So I'm going to continue with Google. If I wasn't already signed in as myself, I would have to enter my district credentials, but I am signed in as me, so it will recognize me right away. Once you are in, there's some different features down below. There's some templates, but we're going to keep this project fairly simple. We're going to go to the top left and we're going to select Create a Project. And we would like a video. Sorry about that, the telephone rang. So I did a little editing. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to title my video and I'm going to say Illinois Book Award Sample, and I'm going to select Next. Again, it's prompting me, are you sure you don't want to use a template? We've got some amazing ones, but we're going to do the work ourselves and we are going to start from scratch. You will get prompted for a 1 minute and 7-second tip guide. It's up to you if you want to watch this short video or not. Like I said, the program's really simple. It's not rocket science. But again, it's completely up to you if you find these pop-ups helpful. I'm going to close out of mine for today. And now I'm ready to begin. So at the bottom, you can see my storyboard. I have one slide. I have a credit slide for my image citations. And because we are using the free version of Adobe Spark, we do have the Adobe Spark logo that will be part of our commercial. At the top, at any time, I can preview my work. When I'm done, I can share it, I can download it, and I can add other members to collaborate on the same project. Over to the top right, we have the layout screen, which is the default. The theme, you can change colors. It does have to be consistent. You can't have rainbow slides where one's red, one's blue, one's green. We want this to be professional, and so you need to stick with one color. You can also add your own music, but the default music is perfect. It's subtle. We'll leave that up to Mrs. Smith if she wants you to be able to add music. But personally, for me, I think it's fine with the default music. Now watch the magic and how simple this is. So my first slide, I'm going to hit the plus sign because I'm going to add something. I get a pop-up. What do I want to add? I want to add a photo. Where do I want to get my photo from? I want to get it to my Google Drive. And this is where it's really important that what you labeled your photos as comes to play. It's going to say, are you sure Adobe Spark can access your Google account? And I'm going to say yes. And I'm going to allow access. It will do this every time. It's prompting me again for the short clip. I don't need the short clip. Oh, for some reason it logged me out. Let me try this again. Photo, Google Drive. All right, so my first one, I want the monarch. So I'm just going to type in monarch. And I'm going to hit this search. Or you know what? I'm going to do logo. Be a little bit more specific because that's exactly how I labeled it. And I'm going to select the one I want. And patiently wait for it to load. So mine's a little bit too big. It doesn't fill in the space, or it goes beyond the space. So I'm going to hit the pencil for editing, and I'm going to shrink it down a little bit. There we go. You can choose to add your next slide and put all your images and then go to the record button, or you can record as you go. I'm going to add all of my images first. So I'm going to have the plus sign under my storyboard. So now that's slide 2. I want to add a photo. And again, I'm going to get it from my drive. And this time I'm going to type blue stem logo, highlight it, select it. Again, too big, so I need to edit it. And maybe I don't like the way this is blue and this is white, because with the monarch, I had a transparent background. With the blue stem, I didn't. So now I'm going to go under the theme and I'm going to choose elevate. And it makes everything white. And I'm going to add my last slide. Same process. And I'm going to do the caudal. I don't really like how that one's a little bit blurry, so if this was my actual student project, I might choose a different one. But for our video for today, we're going to say it's good enough. Now I have my 3 slides. I'm just pretending I have a 3-slide commercial. I'm going to go back and record. So select the slide that you want to record on, and then you're going to select the record button right here in the center. The trick to this, it's not super confusing, but I have seen some kids mess up on this step, is you want to click and hold the record. So it's not a click and then you don't have like the 3, 2, 1, go, like some of the other applications we have used in the past. You just click and hold, and then when you unclick, then that's when it stops. The Monarch Award is a Children's Choice Award for grades kindergarten through 3rd grade. Each year, the Illinois Library Association selects 20 books for children to vote on their absolute favorite. And you would just keep on recording and recording and recording until you are done with this slide. And then you lift up, and you can, if you messed up, you can't like edit in the middle. You have to start from scratch. And then you go to the next slide, hold and record. Here's my next slide. I'm going to tell the audience all my information about this slide. release, click and hold. With my final slide, I'm going to do the exact same thing. And I'm going to keep doing this with all of the slides, selecting the record button and releasing when I'm done talking. For my credits, you're going to type your picture citations, and then again, we have the logo. So this is my sample. I did it in about 10 minutes talking to you with some directions. So I can preview it, and let's see what it looks like. The Monarch Award is a Children's Choice Award for grades kindergarten through 3rd grade. Each year, the Illinois Library Association selects 20 books for children to vote on their absolute favorite. And you would just keep on recording and recording and recording until you are done with this slide. And then here's my next slide. I'm going to tell the audience all my information about this slide. With my final slide, I'm going to do the exact same thing. And I'm going to keep doing this with all of the slides, selecting the record button and releasing when I'm done talking. So it looks like in my preview, it doesn't have my image citations. Can you guess why? It's because I didn't type any information. So if I would have typed something, that would have shown up as well. So I can share it. I can download it here. Again, it's up to you. I can make some changes. I can close out. I don't lose any of my work. And then I can share and download it. So this is Adobe Spark. Again, you guys are very tech savvy and you guys are working with a group. I think this is a great program. Stay tuned for my next video. My next video is going to be on Do Ink, and that's for people who want a live video with their face or the upper half of their body, kind of like a weatherman or a news person. So stay tuned for that.